right, good morning, my fishy friends. I am back at the river, and this is a very special river to me. It's where I spent a lot of time learning how to fish, and this is the first time here this season, the spring season. So excited to get down there, and I think it's gonna be a good day. It's overcast. Yeah, feels good. Okay, so to start out today, I am gonna rig up my rod with just an indicator rig to start with. We'll see how things evolve today. I saw a few fish rising on my way in, so could get some dry fly action, some top action. We'll see, but definitely gonna start out with an indicator rig. Just to start with, and yeah, we'll see how things kind of shape up. I ended up rigging up my streamer rod as well, so I've got like a woolly bugger on there, sink tip. It might be too heavy or too fast of a sink tip. We'll see. And then I got my indicator rig set up, and I've just got a mop fly pattern. It's really just a heavily weighted fly. I have had some success with that pattern, and then zebra midge, a red zebra midge. So that's typically worked pretty well out here, and we're gonna start out with that, and yeah, just see what's happening. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm just gonna start at the top here and use my streamer rod and just kind of swing down through this top section. And then I'll work my way down into that hole. I know that fishes really well, but there's always fish hanging out all the way through here. So gonna use the streamer rod, swing through it, and then probably come back through with my indicator rig. And yeah, let's see how things turn out. Very cold. This water, it's a tailwater, so it's coming from a dam, and this water is always so stinking cold. It's amazing. There's been summers where I've been out here, and it was very hot out, but I was sitting there just freezing from the waist down because the water was just so dang cold. It's amazing. So all I'm doing here is I'm doing a kind of an upstream strip or cast and then stripping, just to kind of work my way out here. Yeah. And then I'll start swinging across here. All right, no takes on the streamer, so I'm gonna swap out for the indicator rig and run back through there, and then just kind of work my way down into this. I wonder if they're just kind of holding a little bit deeper, like in some of these pools like this down here. So we'll give it a shot. All right, so no action yet. And I haven't even seen any fish rising even down here. So maybe they're just not really active yet. We'll see. But I'm gonna make my way across the river. I have to kind of cross further up, and then I'm gonna walk over there so I can get into a better position on that side of the river. I just know from experience it's easier to fish over there. All right, before I head over there, it kind of looks like it might rain, so I'm gonna grab my rain jacket. And then I brought other boots, some felt boots. I'm gonna switch out to those. These rocks are super slick right now, so I'll change out for those boots. I think that'll be a bit better. All right, rookie mistake. Looks like I left my rain jacket, but I have a different backup jacket. It's not waterproof. So hopefully it doesn't rain. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, those felt boots make a huge difference already. It's wild. It's actually felt and spiked. So much, much, much better. When you're wading across stuff like this, you just take your time, go slow, make sure you've got a good firm footing. I always kind of shuffle my feet. Like I don't ever cross my feet like this, I just kind of shuffle like this. I think it works way better. All right. So when you're coming into a spot like this, it's really important to not just like rush out into the water and go knee deep or, you know, waist deep and then cast, like, because there's going to be fish all over here. And you're very likely to spook them if you don't cast in a little bit shorter before you go diving in there. You never know, at least. They could be right up here. I'd normally use my Euro rod for this kind of water, but there's so much gunk in here, it's hard to keep. I just find it works a little easier to reach out further with the indicator rig, and then I can control the depth a little bit better from a distance. That would have been cool. Good flow through here, nice pace. It's nice. I love bringing new people here. This is such a good place to learn. It's awesome. There we go. Nice. Woohoo! Oh man, that's so cool. Super brown. Nice color, brown. Cool. All right, he took the mop. Little guy. Beautiful brown. Yeah, awesome. I know the mop gets a lot of hate, but it looks very similar to a crane fly larva or even some caddis larva. And I know that there are both of those in this river. A ton of crane fly actually, and then of course a ton of caddis. So I've had some of my most productive days ever on the river with a mop pattern. It can be very, very productive out here. There, oh nice. So solid. Feels solid. Ooh, nice little head shakes. I'm always amazed, like some of these fish end up not being huge, but they just feel so strong sometimes. It's awesome. Get the head up. Nice. Oh, beautiful. What a beautiful brown. That is awesome. Nice. So cool. Woo. I gotta figure out what the heck they're eating right now. I mean, I'm getting some action on the mop fly, but not enough. Not for what I know this can be. Just doing a little tension cast where you use the surface tension of the water to hold the fly and load up the rod. Sometimes that's a little easier with an indicator rig. Okay. Can definitely see them ticking bottom now. That's good. Just feeding line. Trying to make sure I don't have too much line out and I can still set the hook. But I wanted it to go right into that zone there. There. Yeah. Like that. I knew I saw fish rising down there. Awesome. Oh, he's running at me. Oh, man. Nice. Yeah, he ran all the way at me. Too funny. Or what he took. Yeah, the mop. Oh, look at those colors. Oh my gosh. This is awesome. Look at that thing. Holy smokes. The reds. That is amazing. Look at these colors. Just awesome. Look at that. Wow. So this is why the mop fly works very well out here. Do you see that? Look at that. I think that's that's just a caddis larva. Wow. I've never seen a caddis larva out like this, out on this river, but that is identical to the mop fly. So it makes sense why that fly pattern does so well out here. Look at that. You see that? Fascinating. It's kind of crazy to see branches like kind of wrapped around a bush like this, because that's how high the water levels were during runoff. See where it is now. And you can look all the way up in here. You can see all these bushes that are like pushed over like this. Just imagine water flowing all the way up here. Pretty wild. And then you run into stuff like this. This definitely was not here last year, I don't think. I don't really remember. But I'm pretty sure I was able to walk through crazy. I was way further upriver, and the water clarity was really, really bad. Like it looked like chocolate milk up there. And so I had a hypothesis that maybe the water clarity would get better further down river. That's not always the case, but I thought, well, it seemed to be getting worse the further up I went. So I turned around and came back down, and sure enough, it is clearing up a bit. And there's a great spot I love to fish that wasn't open this morning, but it's open right now, so I'm going to fish it for a little bit. But I might just kind of keep making my way further down river since the water clarity gets better the further down I go. Yeah, so anyway, it's just kind of it's a good lesson to just always be in tune with what's going on around you. The further upriver I went, the busier it got. And so there's a ton of people up there. It's one of the busiest days I've ever seen, which is crazy. But I wonder why. Like, I get it. Those are some of the best spots, but not with the water clarity the way that it is. And so it's really important to just kind of be aware of your surroundings and be aware of what's happening in the water and the river. And so we'll see how it turns out. I could be wrong, but I'm going to keep kind of making my way down river and see how it goes. Okay. So the flows are definitely up. What I like to do is kind of work up this side and then come back down, cross, work up the other side, and then come back down and go fish this section down there. Where it just kind of goes all the way around that bend. It's pretty nice. So we'll see. But yeah, you can kind of see the water clarity is still pretty bad, but it does seem to be a little bit better. Maybe even actually quite a bit better than further upriver. So we'll give it a shot. But this is kind of a tricky spot to fish. This is pretty quick moving, and so you kind of have to work up, and there's these small little pockets, and so I'm just going to try to work these pockets, and we'll see what happens. The water's moving quick, so I might have to add more weight to get it down deeper, but we'll give it a little shot here. Finally hooked up with one here. Oh, it's a nice fish. Just dog down into that current. Oh, wow, he's strong. Trying to keep him out of those weeds. Wow. Oh man, come on. Nice. Oh, sweet. Oh, that's a great round. Oh, man. Man, he made me work hard for that one. Holy. And he took the little caddis nymph. Awesome. Thought that would work better here in this section. Oh, so cool. Great brown. Barbless hooks, slides right out. It's the way to do it. Wow. So I'm just using a tension cast, so I have my fly all the way down here. I'm getting a decent amount of line, and then I just pop it up above that bush sticking out, so that it has time to get down and drift. Let's see. Retention cast. It's probably out too far. All right, found another. He was up there further. Ran right at me. Can't tell if he's good sized. Was a little small. Oh, maybe not. Oh, rainbow? What? Holy cow. Okay. So I'm just trying to get it out of the current here. Wow. Oh my goodness. Oh, nice. That's a pretty nice little rainbow. Chunky. Wait. Is that just blood or cut bow? I don't think those are here. Definitely not. Nice. Yeah. Oh. It's weird. It almost looks like a cutthroat. I don't think there's any cutthroat here. I'm sure there isn't. Positive. That's strange. Yeah, why does it look like it's a cutthroat? That's super weird. It's a pretty nice little rainbow. Normally it's just brown trout here. It's kind of cool. Just was letting it drift down here as I'm walking, and hooked up with another one right here. That's great. Sweet. Yeah, they are really liking that little tiny, I don't know what that is actually. Maybe a caddis? I don't know. They like it. So I think there's a good lesson there, like fish where you're about to walk, right? So I was about to just walk right through here and just fished it real quick. And what do you know? Hooked up. Again, I'm just doing this tension cast, right? Let it come all the way down, and then it's just one nice, crisp throw. Yeah, right there. That's perfect. There. Nice. I had a feeling there was more there. Oh, this feels pretty solid. Oh boy. Come on, come on. Stay on, stay on. Yes, dude. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. Yes. What a great brown. That's awesome. Look at the teeth on him. Okay, here's a quick little tip. I'm tangled up here, and it's really easy to get like kind of like fixated on just trying to unthread this, when really the best thing I can do right now is save time and just clip it off. So this is my top fly. I'm just gonna clip that off because it's way faster for me to just clip it off and then retie. And that takes practice, right? As you get better and better at tying your knots, then you're not gonna spend 30 minutes trying to untangle a knot. Instead, you're just gonna clip it off, and then it's much easier to untangle it when you don't have a hook on there. And I may even need to take these weights off and just completely re-rig. We'll see. But I wanted to at least try to just take that one fly off where the knot was, and then from there it'll go much quicker rather than trying to unthread a really tangled knot. I've just lost so much time doing that in the past, and it's not worth it. You're better off clipping it off, clipping that fly off, and then retying. Yeah, see? That's gonna go way faster for me. So I've already got that all unthreaded, and now it'll take me just a little bit to retie on rather than try to untangle everything. So, and I just use a double Davy. This is kind of my go-to. Here we go. All right, wrapping up the day today. It was a little bit challenging, a little slow. Couldn't quite figure out what the fish were eating, but I did hook up with quite a few really nice fish. I just know how good this river can be. I've had some pretty epic days, and today wasn't one of those super epic days, but it was an amazing day. I'm outside, hanging out in the river, a river I love, and I caught some great fish today, and it was a wonderful day. So anyway, I hope you are doing well, and get out there, have fun, keep fishing. See ya.